Hello there everybody, Bargainstandre here. We're back at the settlement. The lion has been slain, our bold survivors have escaped, and that's a lot of glare from the window, isn't it? Right, I have to move this, sorry. It's not perfect, but it'll do, okay? So, yes. The lion has been slain, our heroes survived, but first off they gained their hunt experience points. Nobody's levelled because they're all brand new. I gained 4 from each of these decks, so 1, 2, oh, that one fell out, so there we go. Alright, Monster Hide, Monster Hide, Monster Hide, and Monster Bone. And then from the lion deck, 1, 2, 3, come on, 4. Right. And then of course we have the sinew from earlier. Might get to make something interesting this time round. And of course the cards don't want to. Right. Sinew. So, 2 sinew. Lion's danglies again, and of course there we go. Golden whiskers and great cat bones. Okay. Additionally, I should grab the settlement stuff, and these cards are here for a reason. Don't worry. Actually, not even in shot. No, my luck. Right. So. I've checked, and fortunately the nemesis monster, the butcher, does not turn up until the end of the settlement phase. So everyone comes back alive. I've restored their injuries. We also have a pelt. So yeah, we have 3 monster hide, 1 monster bone, 1 pelt, 1, 2, and 1 here, 3 sinew, beast steak, 1 screaming brain, 3 broken lanterns, and some equipment that people have made. Right. Okay. So now we have the horror of the settlement event deck. I'm sure it's going to be horrific and dangerous and nasty. And you know what? Let's just put the butcher here ominously, because we're going to need him soon. Okay. Settlement event deck, shuffling giant cards. Let's have this one. Triathlon of Death. Oh great, sports. Nobody likes sports. Apart from sporty people, obviously. What am I talking about? We're gamers. We don't do sports. Sports are games of physical skill, might, the kind of thing the survivors are probably really good at. The settlement engages in games of skill. Each player nominates a different survivor. Okay, so basically I get to nominate 3... every nominated survivor determines their score in each possible contest. So basically everyone, all 4 of our returning survivors get to take part. Wow. Okay, yeah, this can have rather significant consequences. So first off, there is a race. A race of death. This is the triathlon of death, right? So everything has to have death in the name. Okay, so they will race. Sigrid there, 8. Oh, I see, it's roll and add movement. Well, they've all got the same, so she'll have an 8. Sven gets a 10. Grettir with his bone axe gains a 9. And Gunther a 5. Right. So Sven in first place Gains +1 permanent move once per lifetime. Okay. Well, in all fairness, he's probably not likely to live long enough to... Right. Grettir comes in second place and gains +1 courage. This actually pushes him up, so he experiences the bold event. Remember, he has extra courage from murdering the foul and disgusting Urza, putting an end to her monster guts, slobbering, her consumption of unsavoury products. So let's resolve that now, because it should come up. Bold, in a single moment your perspective changes profoundly. He is in the... right. It can happen in the showdown phase, it can happen in the hunt phase, it can happen in the settlement phase. This is the settlement phase. So, he gets to roll on. So after replacing the batteries, here we are again. So Grettir gains the Matchmaker ability, granting him the ability to spend one endeavour to trigger the Intimacy story event. And you know what? The population is disturbingly low, so I may very well do that. He also gains a roll on a table. Lots and lots of random tables to roll on. Clearly in Kingdom Death, the king of the kingdom likes random tables. Here we go now. 8. +1 permanent strength. That's on top of his +1 permanent strength for being a murderous scumbag. Clearly, they'd like a bad boy in the settlement of Lost Hope. And so, of course, now that he's ridiculously talented and amazing, he's going to die before he gets a chance to do anything interesting, isn't he? What joy! Okay, so we have Sigrid in third place. Third place, she gets a new pair of rawhide boots. Well, you know what? I'm just going to put those in the group stash for now, because we've got 2 full sets already, and I was only planning on making 2 sets, but we'll hand those boots out to someone useful, right? And then in last place, yeah, in last place, Gunther suffers the torn Achilles tendon, severe injury. This is going to be really bad, isn't it? It's going to be like -1 permanent movement, miss next hunt. Yeah, it's going to be... Well, let's see. Let us see how horrific this injury will be. And disturbingly, this will not prohibit him from taking part in the other events. Legs. Torn Achilles tendon. Until the end of the showdown, whenever you suffer light, heavy or severe injury, you're also knocked down. Skip the next hunt, gain 1 bleeding token. Okay. That's not actually a permanent injury. So it's just skip next hunt. Okay. Okay. Well, when the time comes to defend the settlement against the butcher, Gunther will not be able to help defend the settlement. We'll have to call on someone else. And there's not a lot of people to call on at this point. You know what though? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's not right. Did I forget to take Urza off the settlement population when she was... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quite possibly. I suppose I should check that soon enough. But for now, just rejoice in the fact that someone else will be helping defend the settlement from horrific monsters. Okay, so that's the race. I'm going to place them in the order that they placed previously for a specific reason. Because if anyone comes 4th place in all 3 events, they're actually drummed out of the settlement. And that's a bad thing, right? Because we need the people. So there will be a debating contest. This will feature understanding. So with Sven coming first in the race, his understanding is 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. We have Grettir, the Mad Axeman, who has 2 understanding. 10 and 2 is 12. Wow, he's coming first this time. We have Sigrid, who came in 3rd place with 1 understanding, so she gets a 9. Oh, this is not looking good. I can see where this is going. And then Gunther, with his 1 point of understanding, gets a... oh. Okay, he needs to really shape it up, okay. And I'm not reckoning his chances, to be honest, at this point. He may very well be leaving the settlement on a permanent basis. Oh, dear. Just when we needed him most as well. Oh, well. Right. So, in 1st place we have Grettir, who gains 1 skull basic resource. Okay, fine. We can have a skull in the kitty. Okay, people. Falcon Stonbury back again. With Kingdom Death once more. And as the Triathlon of Death stretches into a 3rd video, we might even call it a Triathlon of Videos. Right, so Grettir has gained a skull from the bragging competition. Debating contest, we can call it. Oh. Sigrid in 2nd place gains a point of understanding. Clearly they were arguing about whose fault it was that everyone's dying. It's a vicious cycle, you know. And everybody's out for their, you know, it's a blame game, you know. Sven in 3rd place here. See, poor Butcher here, he's looking on saying, can I get involved now, please? I want to come and kill some people. I used to have culture, but now I'm just a murdering, homicidal psychopath. Can I come in, please? I'd like to do some violence now. Actually, it's probably more like, rah, rah, yeah, I'm gonna kill, rah. You know, but hey, he hasn't arrived yet. He's coming later, okay? And then we'll have all that to look forward to when he does. So yeah, in 3rd place we have Sven, who gets too angry and must skip the next hunt event. Oh, he's gone off in a huff after all the discussion. He's like, enough talk now, I want to kill. And then Gunther is just gains the apathetic disorder. It's like, my legs hurt, what do I care about arguments? Well, he'd better start caring or they might boot him out. Let's see, I wasn't expecting to need the disorder cards. Now, why was I not expecting it? Let's Kingdom Death. Apathetic. He's just given up. You know, nothing seems to matter. His life is without meaning. There we go. He's not interested in his own well-being. Can't use or gain survival. Cannot gain courage. If he gets up to 8 understanding, he will no longer be apathetic. He's basically doomed, isn't he? He's got a torn leg tendon. He's just giving up. He's giving up right now. And the settlement may very well, if he doesn't buck his ideas up, he'll be out on his elbow. Right. So the fighting contest. We will roll and add strength. And I've just realised that I didn't rearrange them in the... oh well. Sven has a 5. Grete with his mighty 2 strength has a 8 plus 2 is 10. Sigrid will gain a 6. And poor Gunther there, a 10. Wow, wow. What do we do in case of ties? If someone, yeah. But I suppose they both get joint first place. So Gunther, despite his badly injured leg and his apathy, he just pushes, and Grete getting joint first place. So they gain a weapon proficiency level. Wow. Okay. Well, Grete, he's an axe man. We know this. He's got a big chopper. You know, he's got an axe. He knows how to use it. Gunther. I'll just go with sword for now. So he may get a bone blade eventually further down the line, unless I can build something better. Well, that's both of them. Then in second place we have Sigrid, who gains +1 permanent strength. Well, hey, and hey, she's not in a big moody sulk. She's not injured. She's not going to miss the next hunt event. Isn't it fun? And then finally, in third place, we have Sven, who gains a random fighting art. Aha! So he might be off sulking because he couldn't stand all the discussion, but he's actually a more talented warrior now. Courtesy of... well, yeah, maybe he came back from the fights. Who knows? So we go... what's this? Mighty Strike! On a perfect hit, he gets +2 strength for that attack only. Yep, I can see that. He's sulking, he's angry. That's going to come in useful later on, but too late for the butcher. Okay. So now that we've got the settlement event out of the way, nobody came 4th place in all 3 events, so nobody is forced to leave. However, Gunther here and Sven will both not be present to fight when the butcher arrives, so that will leave Sigrid and Grete and 2 other currently nameless survivors, who I will pull out of the pitiable settlement population. Okay, so we move on to updating the death count. Well, nobody died, but I neglected to add Urza to the settlement population, which means I probably did fail to take her off. So this number would be correct then. Oh well. Right. Update the timeline. You know what? We have defeated another white lion. I'm thinking we're almost ready for the level 2 white lion. But I don't want to be too certain just yet. And was I supposed to... because the Nemesis encounter... was I supposed to do the... interesting. I may be doing the Butcher a year late. So the Butcher might actually replace the whole hunt phase for the next year. And then, of course, after Butcher, we have another murder coming up. That'll be fun. Oh look, who's got the most hunt experience? Well, currently it's joint, all of them, and that. Oh my God, it's going to be one of those two, isn't it? One of the two most promising survivors will be killed off by some evil psychopath. That's really horrid. Well, anyway, let's develop the settlement, shall we? We have 4 endeavours. Don't need these basic resource cards there currently. Well, obviously, I want to get another innovation because it's kind of rubbish at the moment, you know. So, looking at the settlement sheet, so we need a hide, an organ, a bone, and an endeavour. Well, let's get rid of these bollocks, right? We don't need the lion's dangly doodahs. And we've got plenty of hide here. And bone, we'll get rid of a generic monster bone and an endeavour, so he can do this. So, we come to our innovation deck. So let's draw 2 cards and pick one. Whereas last time I just drew 1. Right, so Symposium or Bloodletting. Ugh. I'm kind of thinking people are badly wounded enough, so I'm going to go for Symposium. So a place where people may spink their mind. Add Symposium. Right, survival limit +1. The settlement of Lost Hope now has a survival limit of 3 whole points, which means survivors may indeed be blessed. And I'm just checking the time there. Oh, that is great. Back in a bit. Hey everyone, Paladin Stonedrake here with some more Kingdom Death action for you all. So we've just gained the Symposium innovation. It grants +1 survival limit, and the next time we innovate we get to draw an additional 2 cards. So we get to draw 4 cards and pick the one we want. Now, I've already added the Symposium consequences to the settlement. And now we have some, let's see, we've got 2 sinew, 2 hide, golden whiskers, great cat bones, an animal pelt, a sinew here again, a beefsteak, screaming brain, 3 broken lanterns, and a skull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a new settlement location. I can either trade in these 2 hides here and the pelt and 1 organ to create the level. Right, so I can create the level work of a stone circle of a weapon crafter. The weapon crafter will allow me to build some better weapons. I don't have. Wait. Does a skull count as 2 bones? Because if it does, I might. You know, I should get the rest of the basic resource cards from over here. Skull. No, it counts as 1 bone. Okay. So we have a bone, great cat bone, skull. So we can't make the weapons crafter. We can make the stone circle or the level worker. The stone circle makes antelope specific gear, whereas the level worker makes leather armor, which is generic all round. So let's go with the level worker because it can also make some nice shields. So that will be 1, 2 monster hide and the pelt on the list here, and requires an organ, so I'll use the sinew off the list here. We have now created the level worker, which means we probably cannot create any actual leather, but it's building for the future. You know, it's for the good of the settlement, the increased survival of all involved. So now we can actually spend an endeavour to transform hide into leather. Unfortunately, there's no hide left. So, 1 great cat bones. You know, with those great cat bones, what can I make with that? I can make I can make a few of the lion-specific things. Ah! Golden whiskers and bone. I can make the bone harp. The whisker harp. That may actually be very good. Well, 2 sinew. I don't actually think I can make much by way of good equipment at this point. 1 golden whiskers, 1 great cat bone. It becomes 3 broken lanterns. 1 skull. Well, we got a lot of rawhide boots here, so that's a good thing. We've got enough to equip 3 people with rawhide boots now. Okay. So we're going to need to survive, as the butcher is now going to come in and slaughter everyone. So, who can actually face off against the butcher? Grettir and Sigrid can, Gunther and Sven cannot. So I'm going to have to pull in some more. Let's call this man Melkor. That's a good name from, I think, Jarl's Saga. And since we're going with Jarl's Saga, let's also have Halgert. Halgert Longlegs. Oh, she's a troublemaker. She is, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if she was the next murderer, to be honest. I'll get some sheets ready for them in a bit, and we will have our first Nemesis encounter. I'm not looking forward to it, guys. This is going to be brutal. Okay, well, I'll go set that up and be back soon. Bye-bye for now.